All right, well, that's the Mississippi. That's the direction I'm heading tomorrow morning. Hopefully the weather's a little bit better, but if not, we're still going. Please forgive me for forgetting my microphone. I'm still new at this whole filming thing, but I wanted to show you a little bit of what we're coming through tomorrow. This is Lock and Dam number 1. When I come through that tomorrow, they're going to move 6.4 million gallons of water to let me down into the lower river. It's all powered by that hydroelectric dam over there, completely free because they create their own electricity. What you see in the background now is the Ford electric plant, or what used to be owned by Ford as the electric plant. From 1919 to 2020, they used this to power all the creation of their cars that were built in this area of Minneapolis. It was recently sold to a different company, but the power is still used from that plant to power over 12,000 homes. Across the river from the lake and dam, all of that used to be Ford company up there, where they would create their cars like the Model T. Now there used to be a railroad that would transport his cars that would go down that river. When the railroad realized how much money they could make off of Ford transporting his cars, they tried to up the price. When they upped the price, all he said was, okay, we've got the Mississippi River right next to us, brought a couple of barges up the river, and as soon as the railroad company saw those barges coming up the river to take his cars back down to be shipped all over the country, they called him up and said, name your price, we'll help you out. Another interesting thing we've learned being over here is that plant over there is the steam power plant that Ford built, and he would make his glass for all the cars that he was building from what they mined of the silica along the river here. So this little chunk of river is a huge, huge part of American history, and it's a central heartbeat to what is and was a big part of American industry. It's a little bit deceiving when you realize that on the other side of that is a massive drop of about 100 feet. And about 6.4 million gallons of water are going to come dumping into that thing to help me get from up here to down river. And I have to do this 27 times.